foes.
Yo, Rocka, what's up? Ha! Yeah!
You have served me well, my Einherjar.
Uh-oh. What the hell's with the... Ah! The hell was that? Man, that was a struggle. Why was it all staticky? Or I guess old PlayStation.
No mercy.
Sound effects, you know. Yeah! No! It's still alive! Yeah, no kidding, Raidison. Whoa! You cannot be allowed to live. Oh, come on! Raiden might die if he gets attacked. Okay, good.
Get thee hence! Oblivion awaits thee!
Of course they did. Of course they did. Hello? Hello? Like, this entire game's audio aesthetic is Star Ocean 2. The entire game's audio aesthetic is Star Ocean 2. Let's see. We got 205 points here. Let's get some traits. Nice hero value, bro. Listen, if it was to my benefit in the long run, I would definitely stop at 69. We got guts, guys. We found literal guts. We found literal guts. I'm guessing guts is going to be a skill that when you receive fatal damage, you have a chance of not dying. Even when a mortal wound is taken, DME remains a certain level, chance of having an increase of skill level. Wow, how did I guess that? It's almost like I've played RPGs before. Yeah, I mean, even Square did it, Squaresoft. Like, people think Squaresoft is like the god developer, and it's like, well, I mean, they were great, but even they reused assets. Like, the wind blowing in Chrono Trigger is the same wind blowing in Final Fantasy VI. It's the exact same sound effect. Menu sounds are the same, confirmation, whatever. All sorts of reused sound effects and assets. No, he lives! He lives! God dang, dude, get some defense, bro.
Oh dear, I have drawn dark blows. Terrible.
Well, actually, Sete, what happened was they bought a movie production studio in Honolulu and then made Spirits Within and lost a ton of money. So I mean, it wasn't in their favor per se. It was more in their favor to not make the movie in the first place or do better with it. You know, like they made a mistake and they paid the price for it. How is his defense like so low? He has good armor. And honestly, it wasn't even Spirits Within. It was buying the studio in Honolulu that really set them back. Not necessarily. Enix and Square would still be competing today, which would cause both of them to try harder to compete with each other. We might have gotten better RPGs or even more RPGs. So we can't say that for sure. Well, they still have to buy the property, Bescon. And last I checked, property in Honolulu isn't cheap. Again, well, Square was doing fantastic, you know. They wanted to branch out. They wanted to do more. And it was a good move if they had done better with the movie. And it wasn't that the movie was bad, it's that they named it bad. They called it Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, and so all they did was confuse people that didn't know about Final Fantasy and confuse people that did know about Final Fantasy, so they were just like, I don't understand. It's not Final Fantasy, and those that didn't know what Final Fantasy were about, they were like, what's Final Fantasy? So nobody cared about the movie. Even though the movie was actually pretty okay. It was definitely a perfectly fine movie. Let's see, I think I'm okay. They were a little early on it too, yeah.
Certainly no lack of decent foes.
Yeah, but like, okay, what they wanted was a merger. What they got was a buyout. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, Square didn't have any room for negotiation after they were nearly bankrupted. Bum 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 bum. I don't really care about Square Enix merger, to be honest, though.
Oh dear.
Like, Squaresoft was great, but Square Enix is great too, so I don't really care. I'm fine with what we have. I like Final Fantasy 12 and 13 and 15 quite a bit. I like them all a lot. So I have no problems with the products that we've gotten. Some people say that you know, Square, you know, Final Fantasy has lost it since 10. I disagree heavily. I think they're doing what Final Fantasy has always done, which is adapting to modern times. They're adapting to a modern audience and a modern gameplay style, as they always have.
Don't do anything rash, my friends.
Final Fantasy has always been about reinventing the wheel, you know, creating something new and interesting for the player base to enjoy. Dragon Quest has always been about repetition. I like both. Final Fantasy 14 isn't really a Final Fantasy. It's an MMO. That's not, I mean, it's a great game, but I mean, like, it's not a single player offline RPG, you know? It's something else. But I mean, FF14 is great and all, but like, see, there's a better argument. I don't know, Valkyrie. There's a better argument. You can just say, look at Final Fantasy 15, because guess what? Final Fantasy 15 did amazingly well. It sold incredibly well, and it's very, very, very much well received. The only people that don't like Final Fantasy are the vocal minority. I mean, there's definitely people in between that didn't like FF15 that have like legitimate reasons to not like it, just like they didn't like FF8 or FF6 or whatever FF they didn't like. But FF15 as a whole did fantastically. It'd be nice to see some more FFT stuff, but the most we'll see with FFT is like Switch ports and stuff. It's fine. It's okay that a game came out, it was great, and then it was, you know, retired as a franchise. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Like, there are plenty of standalone games that are fantastic, and it's like, yeah, you know, it seems like you want a sequel, but do you really want a sequel? You think you want a sequel, but then you don't. You know, it would just never meet your standards, basically. Correct, yes. As far as the production value of the Final Fantasy VII remake is going, it's essentially getting the Final Fantasy 16 treatment. It's their current AAA project. So it's getting all the things.
Excellent fortune.
They do new unique stuff. Look at Octopath Traveler, you know? They do new stuff all the time. People seem to forget that standalone, new, unique Square Enix games are coming out all the time.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
There's certainly no lack of decent things.
It's very akin to Saga games? No, it's not. No, it's not. There's not a single mechanic, aside from it being turn-based, that has that it shares with Saga games. It's much closer to Bravely Default. That's true. That much is true. It takes Bravely Default's Brave mechanic and kind of expands on it a little bit and makes it a little bit more interesting, but also introduces a completely unique mechanic, which is the strength weakness deal, which I've never seen on any game ever. Not in the way that they did it anyway. Like, yeah, every RPG enemies have strengths and weaknesses, but the way they did it in Octopath was much more unique, or where it played a pivotal role in the way battles were handled. Oh, yeah. The unique stories for each character. That's very Saga Frontier. That's true. That's kind of very a Saga thing, but that's only really Saga Frontier that does that, from my understanding. I'm pretty sure Saga Frontier is the only Saga game that lets you have like a choice of who to pick in the story, right? The other Saga games are more typical. Oh, I did not want to do that. but it worked out.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
I feel dark energy flowing from these beings.
I've never played Romancing Saga, so I can't say for sure. Romancing Saga does it too? Cool. I've never seen the strength weakness system that Octopath had. The way it mattered, the way you stagger opponents with it and stuff. I've never seen that before. I mean, you could kind of relate it very vaguely to FF13 in that regard, but I mean, FF13 is pretty different in that way. You played Valkyrie Profile 2 before you played Valkyrie Profile 1? Aren't they like direct sequels?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Do I still find the guard mechanic annoying? A little bit, yeah.
This won't be easy.
I've learned ways to get around it, but it's still annoying. The ones that you gave me, Chrono Kid, do they have it? The Digital Devil Saga? Prequel, sequel, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just like Lufia 1 and 2. You play Lufia 1 before you play Lufia 2, but they were developed afterwards. It's the same deal. It doesn't matter if the sequel is a prequel. You still, if they're story related, you typically want to play the first one that was developed. So it's weird to start on 2 and not 1. I mean, with Final Fantasies, it doesn't matter because they're all independently designed games that don't relate to one another. But I'm pretty sure the Valkyrie Profile franchise is all very much intertwined story. Wow, cutscene. Interesting. Hi, how's it going? Are you the Joker because we're fighting in the clock tower? Impressive. You seem somewhat tired. Why don't you take a rest? Playtime is over, now fight me. Stubborn woman. I am no woman. I am a goddess.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
No mercy.
I see. I see. I should probably kill these things. They look electrifying. They also look like they might absorb electricity, so... Weakness, dark. But what about strength? Well, those things are gonna be hard to kill. Alright, let's see what you got. That sucked. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that great. He controls will-o-wisps, huh? They're troublesome if they explode, so perhaps a single special attack. They cause great damage, they explode when their HP gets low.
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike. Final blast.
The game very clearly suggests that Engrim would not be a good hero to send to Einherjar, to whatever, God, Asgard, that's what it is. The game was very clear on that. So I figure, my thoughts are that Engrim has some later in the game's story that expands his character and makes him a better hero.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Nivelang Velesti. Is it over?
Oh shit! Yo, they explode at half health? That's busted. That's freaking busted, man. They said when HP was low, not when they're freaking half
For
health.
my honor. Finishing strike. Guilty break. Impossible.
Impossible. Kill them with a counterattack. Get wrecked, nerd.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain here.
11,000 XP, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got. Tragedies. Gargoyle statue. I'm at 100 right now, so I should take something. I wish you could see what the item was before you before you decided if you wanted to take it or not. Let's just send it up. I think that sending up artifacts also affects how the war goes too. Pork roast with apples, potatoes, and carrots. Oh man, that sounds good.
Ha! Yeah!
Do 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 do. Hello, hidden item. How are you? Spell which summons a creature dark. Oh. I don't have anybody that can learn that. Shock. Extra shockwave attack possible. Shockwave moves in directions of attack but does not contribute to hit number. That could be cool. Let's take a look at that. Na, 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 na. Nice stairs, VG.
Ha! Yeah!
It's Miku stairs. Exactly, very meta. Sap power.
Yeah! Ha!
Let's see what this is about. Probably a spell that I cast. Scroll, which allows me to memorize sap power. Yeah. It's just exclamation mark BTTV, man, dude. My dude.
Ha!
Ha! Ha! That's the wrong button. Save point, Chan. cannot save you. Can't sing the rest of it or else I'll get DCMA Kappa. See you later, nerds. It's true, Rocco. It's true. It is an unfortunate circumstance of my literal perfection. So, you know. Alright, so we got Janus up here doing the thing. He's good to go, man. He is like, he's exactly what I needed. He's got the things, he's got the stuff that was requested, find, trap, and survival. He's an archer, like, let's just send him off. Away you go, Janus. Peace out, dude. Let's give him some experience. You had the same party most of the time? Oh. Yeah, the way I'm seeing it is that if I don't buff up other people before I send them, then I'm gonna lose the war in Asgard. So, as long like I'm sticking with Angrim for a while, but like these 2 slots are basically for whoever I need to build up to send away. Let's see. Let's get you some guts. Get some attack pal. And I think you're good on equipment. No! Oh no! No! I sent him away with my accessory that gives me 100 thingies! Oh my god, can I make another one? Oh, the emerald thingy! The emerald thingy! No! Oops, my finger slipped. Yeah, that item is disgustingly good. It is insanely important for building up your characters before you send them. Every time you gain a level, you get 100 extra CP, which is an insane amount. It's why I was able to build him up so quickly. I'm pretty sure I saved right after I beat Vampire Dude, so we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Here's the item in question. Increases CP by 100 when Wire's level goes up. That, you know what CP is? This is the CP where you learn all your skills, capacity points. It's disgusting. It's literally like double CP, more than double CP. All right, now we got that. Now I didn't change anything, right? He's still level 10. He's got that. Yeah. I didn't fight it. I think we've killed everything in this dungeon already, so I can't transfer him on the save point. I have to be out. Oh no. Can I transfer him on the save point?